Nobel laureate Jody Willams. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for asking me.
Thank you. Dear Jody, as you follow the latest developments, I would like to ask, first of all, how do you evaluate the latest developments and the possible peace process on Turkish-Kurdish conflict and Öcalan's call to PKK to lay down the arms, also call for peace in his statement? Let's start with that one.
It certainly seems a positive development. And also in today's world, for me, it's an extremely positive development because all we see is hatred and genocide and, like Israel and the Palestinians. And to see Öcalan take this position and want to move forward for peace, it's inspiring.
Considering the vital importance of establishing conditions where Kurdish leader Mr. Abdullah Öcalan can live and work freely during this process, what is your call for that? How important is to make available Öcalan to work freely, because still he is in İmralı prison island?
Yes.
What would you like to say about this?
Well, those of us who have been following the situation for some time certainly hope that Turkey will respond in kind, that they will take up his call and make the conditions for him to do what you were saying, to participate. So he's a fully participating leader in this, and also provide for his security.
Another question is also about how did it make you feel, because you are a great person and put a great effort for this to happen. How did it make you feel when you hear the Öcalan's statement?
Very happy, and gave hope. I felt pleased for the Kurdish people who have suffered so long. And not just by Turkey. I mean, other nations have encouraged them and then left them in the lurch, when things didn't go the way the countries wanted. It's not unusual, but I think it's really a great look ahead. And I hope that as many people can be involved in the discussions as possible, including women, but women are always left out. I think it's a day to feel happy and confident in the possibility of a different future. And it's very needed in today's world.
Thank you so much. Lastly, that's very important. You also mentioned the Turkey that needs to take action in goodwill as well now. So what is your call to Turkish government, as now the Kurds and Öcalan expecting a positive step forward from the government?
I think we all think that the first thing is that Öcalan should be able to leave that prison where he's been forever and a day, that he should be somewhere safe and secure, as I said, and that the Turkish government should enter meaningful discussion, not be playing games, but work together with him and other Kurdish leaders to develop a plan for moving forward to finally end this conflict.
Is there anything else I didn't ask? Anything you would like to say, or any message for Öcalan, please?
I really admire his willingness to make this call at this point, and hope that when Turkey does engage with him and other leaders, it will be honest and fair. One can't always expect that to happen, of course. Looking at the state of my own government at the moment, I hope that he is met with respect and that the conversations are truly serious about ending this war that has, or conflict that has caused so much suffering. That's just not right.
Thank you, Jody. I forget to ask, but if you
Okay.
want to answer that one as well, that would be perfect. You are a Nobel laureate, and also Öcalan is 75, 76 years old now, and he's basically trying to fix a peace in these two communities. With your own words, do you think maybe Öcalan can be nominated for Nobel Peace Prize?
Especially if this call and the hopeful discussions about forging ahead with peace and security and common respect, it would be a viable nomination for a peace prize. Yes.
Dear Jody Williams, Nobel laureate, thanks for joining us and thank you for your valuable comments. It's been an honor again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Maybe we'll
Thank
meet someday.
According to the latest developments in Turkey, the Öcalan's call, as well as later yesterday, the PKK's ceasefire call as well. So how do you evaluate all these developments? Very shortly, in 2 minutes, what would you like to say to Turkish government as well? Because now they need to take a step forward in a positive way. So what is your evaluation about it?
But this is absolutely good news. It's another opportunity to the country to engage again in a process, in a political process that finally could drive for a peaceful solution for the conflict. The first thing that I would like to raise is this has to be a solution or a process in the framework of the constitutional frame of Turkey. I know for many Kurdish people, there are other aspects, there are other Kurdish communities abroad in Iraq and in Syria, but I think it's important, it's a political message, very important to say, let's talk about what is the situation of the Kurdish issue in Turkey. And let's find a solution in the Turkish constitutional framework. And then I assume there could be other ways to address the situation for other Kurdish communities. But my take is one of the risks that could derail this process is to try to solve the whole Kurdish situation outside Turkey. And for that reason, I know very well, because I have my experience in Spain, it's very important to let's say, to frame the discussion is about what constitutional solution for the Kurdish issue inside the framework of the constitutional frame of Turkey. This is my main message. Now it's a process. It's going to be a long process, but the first step is a big step. We didn't have in Spain, for example, this clear, blatant calling for a complete cease of violence and for the dismantling of the organization. And for that reason, this is an enormous step. It could have been done after a period of some consults of conversation, but it's a very big, important step to start with this idea: no violence and dismantling of the PKK.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sanchez. Lastly, very shortly, with a couple of sentences, do you think the Turkey will take step forward and put the right to hope for Öcalan, because he's still in the İmralı Island prison? How it's gonna work? Lots of people's mind are mixed up. How it's gonna go? How the process is going to happen? So, what is your suggestion with that sentence, please?
I think it's good that having the situation that Öcalan had in prison, he has been able to overcome this personal, very strained situation and to come up with this statement. I think this is a big step, has to be praised, because not it's not easy, talking from a very strict prison regulation, to be able, let's say, to overcome and to have a look on the society in the way that has been done in the Öcalan statement.
Thank you so much.